Hey, what's up, friends? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of my fro. Yeah, it looks like I've got a kid and play fro going on right here because it's the hair, the humidity. I will never again make fun of the ladies when they talk about a bad hair day because I truly am having a bad hair day right now. But hey, it's all good. This is one of those things that'll drive you crazy. If you've ever had a fish pond and you have like the waterfall like I do, and all that water goes through because literally it's a couple of thousand gallons that are being recirculated every hour. It only takes a small spot for the water to run over, and it's running over in this little bog that I have that's right here. And it's literally dropped about 3 inches of water. I thought I had gotten it squared away yesterday, but apparently I didn't. So I've gone through and trying to re-level those and make sure that they're okay, but we'll have to wait and see, and I got to add some more water to it. Interesting, surprise, surprise, Aaron frickin' Rodgers is a no-show at mandatory OTAs. What'll be interesting will the Packers just let bygones be bygones, or will they go ahead and fine his ass for not showing up? This is going to get interesting to say the least. I can't. I'm enjoying. I'm really enjoying it. I'll be honest with you. I love it when there's drama for the Packers. But for our Cowboys, where we don't have anybody holding out, we don't have anybody saying they want to be traded places, even though some players have been put on notice that we got people who can step in if you're not there. Speaking of people not stepping in, when we drafted Kevin Joseph, it seemed like he was penciled in as the guy to start opposite Diggs. But he's back at practice today, which is great, but he missed last week's workouts in quarantine for 10 days. And I'm not sure that he's going to be able to catch up, but it seems like he is kind of getting put more on the back burner as looking as the guy. So we'll have to see how that transpires with the practices this week. And of course, next week, they'll be able to practice as well. The rookies will be here for another week. After the practices this week, the two for everybody, then veterans are finished until training camp. The rookies will be around for one more week. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with Kevin Joseph and the rest of the Dallas Cowboys. On that note, here's a real question for you. Are the Dallas Cowboys getting arrogant? I'm getting a lot of gray in here now. You notice that? It seems like it's graying real fast all of a sudden now I'm looking at this camera. We know last week, CeeDee Lamb had the pink bracelet on that said, "Get your popcorn ready." He didn't come out to the media and say, "Get your popcorn ready." He had a bracelet. Get your popcorn ready. How do you take that? Do you take that as he's talking trash? Because it didn't really talk it. He ended up putting it on his wrist to remind himself to be dedicated. At least that's the way I'm taking it. He was asked about it, of course, because we know players get asked about everything, over and over again. And let's be honest here. There's only so many questions that you can ask, okay? It's the off season. It's not real practices. It's not games, okay? We've had the draft. We got OTAs. So if you're a reporter, how many things are there really to ask? Not a lot. So when you see the bracelet and you find out what it's about, of course you're going to ask about it. And this is the same thing that's going on, of course, with questions about Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman is not on the Cowboys' radar. Cowboys haven't come out and said, "We want to get Richard Sherman." But people will ask that question because, well, it's the offseason. And it makes a great story. And, Mike Fisher went through and gave us the details from, what Mike McCarthy when asked about Richard Sherman. And I'm seeing other articles now that are like, Mike McCarthy and Richard Sherman, linking those like there's something there, but there's not really anything there because it's the offseason. We got Aaron Rodgers about not showing up. We got the Cowboys, everybody's there, so there's kind of a vacuum. There's no drama in Dallas, so they're looking for stuff to kind of go with. So just understand that. And so now we have Michael Gallup. Michael Gallup, who is doing the circuit, NFL AM and things, made the comment that this offense will be unstoppable. And you have to, in a way, look at that because, for the most part, in the limited time we had together last year, when you think about the first 5 games without our offensive line, with Zeke having fumbleitis, and CeeDee Lamb literally just getting to town and just beginning to play with Dak Prescott, without really having a true offseason and OTAs and training camp, that this offense was scoring 32-plus points a game and leading the NFL. So in my mind, it's not a big assumption to think that if the Cowboys see La'el Collins and see Tyron Smith both out there, see Tyler Badish seem to solidify the center of the field, and know that Zach Martin's coming back, and then you got Connor Williams, that you look at the offensive line and say, that's an improvement over last year. You look at Zeke Elliott, who looks like he has slimmed down a little bit. You look at Zeke Elliott and say, okay, Zeke Elliott should be better than he was. So if we were one of the top offenses in the NFL with our offensive line being bad, our running back having issues, right? Having our center now have some experience and having better backups on the offensive line that have some experience now because of last year, it's not really a stretch to say that this offense would be unstoppable. At least in my mind. I don't think that that's really arrogance, because if he were going out and saying, Eagles, you ain't gonna stop us, you mother humper. Now that would be arrogance. That'd be arrogance. And one thing I always say to all those pessimistic mother humpers that are always coming in here, okay? You guys that are always, woe is me, the sky is falling, okay? All of you guys is, first thing is, if you do not believe that something can happen, then chances are, in your mind, you will not make it happen. You won't. You won't. Negativity never gets you there. I believe, and there's one of the squirrels, I believe in myself. I believe that I'm not going to fail. I believe that I'm going to succeed. And what I know is, as long as I'm trying, I haven't failed. And I believe that when I do something, that I can have success. If you're doing something that you don't believe can happen, I hate to say it, but you're probably a little insane. All right, y'all. See the squirrels running down the tree? Oh my goodness. One of the squirrels just went into, I'll be damned. My father-in-law built that like 10 years ago. The Purple Martin house, and we never had a pole to put it on and stuff. But to see a squirrel go in and out of it, it's kind of cool. We got so many damn squirrels and chipmunks. It's crazy. They'll chase each other around the tree. I know it's a bunch of kids. I know it's a bunch of baby ones that are over there. But they will chase each other like crazy. Just run around, have a good time. Every morning when I'm doing my morning video, I see the chipmunks, they go past the door and say hello. Look, and they're always digging in my damn flower pots up here and putting nuts. Anyway, hope y'all are having a great day. And looks like I'm getting ready to get some rain. So I need to get this wood off the truck before it rains on it and get back onto my football table. I got an email from one person who said, instead of having the round top, that I should make a football shaped top, which is possible. The only problem with making the big football tabletop is how will it fit in there? And I could do that. Basically once you make the base, what you put on top of it could be anything. Now I'm making the football like I did, before. Now I could do 2 end-to-end footballs like I did for my friend Richard, which is actually how I was going to do like a coffee table. So there's no perfect way to do it. It's a matter of being imaginatory. Trying to use your imagination to come up with something that'll be, a little different. And that's what I like doing. Whew. It's hot out here. Hope y'all are having a great day. Oh, one other thing too. My morning video, my dyslexia got me again. I got Jim and John backwards when I did the title. In my mind, it looked fine. Fortunately, Stuart sent me from my Discord that somebody had commented and said, change the 2 names, you idiot. And I did. I'm sorry. I'm looking at all. There's a squirrel going up the railing, squirrel going across the yard. There's a squirrel in the tree over. The damn squirrels are just like all over the place. I guess the squirrel's just trying to get a nut. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to the workshop here, get this wood off the truck before it rains, and of course, I'll see you later.